Hello, lovely people. Fifi here. Hope you're doing well. It's been a little while since I last jumped on here. I did get away for a really lovely break in the middle of Wales, wild camping, not a soul in sight, just sheep for company, the right type of sheep, the woolly kind. Totally off grid, so absolutely blissful. And it was really difficult to come back and plug back into the insanity. But I mean, even when you try and avoid it, it's going to find you. So, when it's found us all here lately. One thing I've been saying from day one is that at a certain point, as we're rolling on down Tyranny Road, this long, painful journey, there comes a point where evil just cannot disguise itself any longer. It can't keep up the masquerade of its safety, its protection, it's your best interest, it's the greater good. At some point, the nefarious agenda is exposed. I believe it is being exposed now. Unless you've been living under a rock, you'll be very well aware of the announcement, the official announcement, something we've known has been long in the making. This ain't our first rodeo where digital IDs are concerned. It's been attempted many times before. We vetoed them after both world wars, and they were in place when the overreach started to creep in then. So we've had the likes of Tony Blair pushing for this forever. It's his little pet project, along with his other WEF cronies. So it's been rumbling along behind the scenes for a long time. And now is the time, as we get ever closer to that 2030 deadline. They're going in all guns blazing. But the response has been quite incredible, really. Across the board, forget in this instance right, left, whichever groups and divisions and subdivisions of people. We've got people from every strata of society totally opposed to this. And it's the first time we've seen this kind of unified response really since the shit show started in earnest 5 years ago. There's been a government petition that something like 2.75 million people have signed, demanding that this entire scheme be scrapped. Now, obviously, we know the petition's not going to stop them in their tracks and, we'll call it off. We had 3 million calling for Starmer and his lot to be ousted from government fairly recently, which obviously completely ignored. But it's a good barometer to show the level of resistance out there. But we know, of course, they are not going to stop with this. They are going to roll this out, come what may. And that is going to be their downfall, I think, quite possibly. Because they cannot stop. And for them to continue completely against the will of the people, to keep on and on relentlessly with the flimsiest of reasons for introducing this, that's where this whole thing is falling like a house of cards, because the means are absolutely in no way whatsoever justified by the so-called ends, which is, we've got to stop illegal immigration, we've got to stop illegal working, as if introducing this digital ID is going to have any effect on that whatsoever. Other countries that have got digital ID, illegal immigration is through the roof. Through the roof. Illegal working. I just saw an article about illegal immigrants caught working, fined £26. The grand total of £26, which obviously that's a huge deterrent, isn't it? You know, and the boats are obviously, they're turning back right now at the prospect of these digital IDs being introduced. We've got passports, we've got national insurance numbers. No, all of this out the window. All of these other forms of ID that we've been using for many, many years, and passports have this biometric data these days anyway. By the by, it's all about the government attempting to deal with the illegal immigration crisis that they've manufactured themselves. Everybody knows it. The dinghies have been basically escorted over by our own forces, and here you go, move into a 4-star hotel, here's housing, yada yada yada. So it's not convincing anybody. So as I said, they can't stop. No matter what the public opposition is, this has got to be rolled out as part of the ultimate plan to have complete and utter control over the population, and to introduce the social credit score system whereby your every movement is tracked, traced, monitored, analysed. Computer says no, and you're locked out of any number of services. Basically, you're blocked out of society if you don't toe the party line. If your thoughts, actions, behaviours are not fully in line with Big Brother's diktats. They've got their end goal, and whatever it takes, they're going to keep pushing. Without the digital ID, all the other spokes in the wheel of this social credit score system, this CBDCs, the 15-minute cities, the carbon footprint monitoring, cashless society, all of these different things cannot be implemented without this digital ID. That's the starting point, and then all the other things are gradually added to it. So what's the answer? Same as it's always been, same as I've been saying the whole way along. Do not comply. They will try and terrorize people. Get ready for a barrage of psyops to try and convince people of the merits of having this digital ID to keep us safe. False flags will be flying all over the place. They will not give up. Really, it's just a case of holding the line, to not give in at the first hurdle. Oh, I might not be able to go and see my favourite football team play. Or, oh, I won't be able to go here, there. Or, we've seen the levels of bullshit before. We just do not give them an inch. We do not comply. And there are so many more people awake to this. It's not the same as 5 years ago. We've got mass protests lined up all over the place. And the dots, I think, are slowly starting to join up for quite a few people. And it's only going to increase as we get further down the line with this. Because as I said, they will not give up no matter what the resistance is, the opposition. And that is going to really, tear the mask off this evil, pure evil, this nefarious, hideous agenda to enslave the population. As things get tighter and tighter, it just wakes more people up. So there's a lot to feel hopeful about. There's a lot of energy in this. We keep going, we keep standing strong together. We knew this day was coming. So stay strong. This is obviously something that they want to roll out worldwide. If it's not being unveiled in wherever you are yet, it certainly will be. And we will just continue to stand together. So sending you lots of love, and I will speak to you at some point again soon, hopefully. Remember, none of this can happen without our consent, without us agreeing and signing up to this thing. The power has always laid with us.